Greetings, back with another era review in this magical kingdom of a channel. May I present to you the Speak Now Taylor's version era review recorded in one session and distributed by yours truly, not Ariana Grande. Going far away from pop for now and then to her country roots, Speak Now is originally released in 2010, exhibiting songs that recognize Taylor's transitional years to adulthood in country and pop rock glamour. This album is just Taylor as the solo songwriter for all the tracks, which may reflect on its personal atmosphere. And given she is also one of the best in lyrics, it is no surprise she can write 22 songs on her own. Now re-recorded last year, Speak Now Taylor's version garnered 6 more from the vault with some refined production. Let us get our crowns and venture on the land of this purple entranced record. Starting off strong with Mine as the album opener, it is picturesque love song describing vivid memories from the past and the hardships of the present in a relationship, saying the girl's perspective of having a partner as the best that is ever been hers. Audibly, we can hear the blend of both country and pop rock. Together, it is kind of palatable to a teenager to listen to, which is its intended audience. Vocally, she greatly delivers, especially belting on the latter half. She powers through, but also throw repetition to the mix to produce catchiness. Mine is a great song. I definitely enjoyed it for what it is, and the descriptive on its lyricism partnered with astounding composition. Sparks Fly is Mine Part 2. The lyrics from Mine is all about describing the ups and downs of the love, whereas in Sparks Fly, it caters to explain the emotions felt from the love. Idiomatic Sparks Fly is when having a intimate moment with somebody that you felt inner sparks in your body. Kiss me on the sidewalk, take away the pain. It blends so well in the production, and it is a sequel to Mine as its romantic cousin. The track introduces fiddles in a way that suits the atmosphere of the sparking love. Going to her vocals, I might just track it as similar to Mine, though it follows the rhythm as it progresses. What I love about Sparks Fly is its catchiness and instrumentals. It has replay value and made an impact through its strongest parts. I remember this is the only song I knew of this album when I was a child, which is giving me nostalgia on my veins. Back to December is a gorgeous song of regret. It is a what could have been in a relationship where the singer admitted to be the one who called it quits. You gave me roses and I left them there to die. The production is so fitting to the core. There is bells and orchestral composition to which manifest the sorrow even further, and also the bells resonating the near of Christmas in December. It is literally a perfect tie-in. Her vocals, while she's not belting as much, the emotion is heartfelt all around, and it captivates the listener. Your sweet smile, so good to me, so right. Back to December is probably the most memorable one out of the bunch, considering it is one of the songs which expresses maturity and accountability, plus also being a single. Out and they
Let's speak now.
Speak Now is not what I expected. It is about crashing into a wedding and enticing a groom to run away, since he may be potentially in a loveless marriage, or maybe gaslighting him to make a decision, is also an available interpretation. Production is similar but more emphasized in the drums and guitar. It has that fluttering vibe despite the accompanying lyrics. Her vocals are okay. It is sort of mocking in a way to showcase the scenario. It is strange, however, that this is the title track, throwing you off with a shift, which is dramatic in its own merit, and this fake scenario. Now we will be naming names. This song is dedicated to John, who is a grown man having a relationship with someone younger than him. This is the personal point where the realization that this relationship was toxic.
Don't you think 19 is too young to be played?
It has an interesting production and gives off the personal card given its length, quite of which is a flowy and narrative of a letter type of a song, and has that twang which I may believe is a presented feature on John's songs. She's literally pouring her heart out on this one. With his theme and personal remarks, it is appropriate.
Like fireworks over your sad empty town.
This is definitely a good realization type of a song, and looking back at the past, it still stands. The age gap relationship are taboo of subject, but especially dating someone who is at the transformative years really say something about this guy.
Why you gotta be so mean?
Mean is kind of the shake it off on Speak Now. I reviewed 1989 Taylor's version first, so if you want to check that out, make sure to refer above the info card. Going back, it is calling out bullies and their mean behavior to someone, sticking up to yourself to be kinder, and the hateful people are nothing but a bunch of haters with hurtful opinions. The song is very country with just the production alone, banjo and all of that, and you get to display. Vocally, it is more of the catchier route. It is lighthearted and brings kindness, which is kind of the point. It is an empowering song to stand up and not care about what others think. A message to get by in life.
And the story of us looks a lot like
The story of us is all about a descriptive moment of the relationship, telling about a scenario where the couple does the silent treatment, which foreshadows the ending of The Fall, prompted to making this story.
Why are we pretending this is nothing?
I quite like it since I grew up listening to that sort of music. It has the anticipation and rising feeling, similar to other songs. This has more of a rock feel to it rather than country. Vocally, it might be one of her best in the album. From the delivery to the cheeky one word, it feels literally she is telling a story.
The end.
I love the story of us, and I think it is my underrated favorite. Something about this song has some energy and teen spirit.
Just try to never grow up.
Never Grow Up is one of the personal songs. It is a letter to her younger self and how it feels for the innocence to be gone away once growing older. One of the stripped back songs with only a guitar to cater the personal presentation. Her voice is also gentle, like she is telling the younger version of herself when singing these words. A little lullaby and a small precious moment in this album. I mean, we all know Enchanted at this point. The lyrics pertain to be entranced with this one person in a meeting. In spare words, it is a love at first sight song brushed by magical metaphors. The best way I could describe this production is dramatic. The strings, drums, and the guitar make the most out of them and you get enchanted. The anticipation and sophistication of it all feels it is on level with Back to December and Dear John. Her vocals are astonishing on this one, the high note at the latter half being the highlight of this track. What I can say is that I applauded Chanted for its reputation. Given it being a non-single for all these years, it still maintained its presence as a fan favorite. Better Than Revenge is Misery Business Taylor's version. The context is about this girl who caught wind of a boyfriend stealer, to which she has a plan better than revenge to give. There is a lyric change in the chorus because Taylor does not really stand by its message in today. That is how unhinged this track truly is. The pop rock production also shines through in this track. It has that high school energy and produced the best out of the electric guitar. Vocally, she matches herself with the song, rapidly delivering her words and at the same time belting at points. Oh, and also the ad-libs as well. Might be one of the most iconic songs in the project. I really like its Paramore-influenced style and theme. I do not mind the lyric change, although some have conflicting opinions.
You're still an innocent.
I will take it as it is. Innocent is my guilty pleasure. It is forgiveness to an individual who wronged her and gave them a second chance to be better. Why do I like apology songs? With some exceptions, of course.
And everybody believed in you.
It again has the grandiose element similar to Enchanted, although the production is probably middle ground to serve. I love her vocals and definitely a good amalgamation of what we have so far. She delivers in a range through it. Might be an underrated, likable one for me. I swear I love the themes of taking accountability and being a better person in the future to a T.
Now I'm haunted.
Haunted is also giving Paramore. It presents desperation, taking note of pleading the person who drifts away from the relationship. I love the aspect of Haunted being both grand and dramatic at the same time.
Holding my breath. Won't see you again.
The strings emphasize the feeling of someone leaving you all by yourself, maybe in a haunted forest, a splendid idea to maintain as it progresses. Her vocals are also shining in the elements. You can really feel the begging of her tones and deliveries.
Just know.
It seems like a play. Haunted is quite literally of its name, and it describes the falling of a relationship pretty well. It is a good song and I admire its dramatics and inclusion to this album. I just started listening to Last Kiss prior to the research for this album, and I was too late to ponder of how good of a song this was. It is a heartbreaking recollection of memories leading up to the end of the relationship, serving the severity of the last kiss. To match the sadness, the stripped-down production came into play. I find it very soothing yet also melancholic. The delivery is what made the song for me. She sang in a quiet manner, and in all ballads, the result is purely graceful. I love Last Kiss at first listen. Gladly, I discovered this underrated of a song as well. It is a true ballad for the broken hearts.
Long live the walls we crashed.
Man, for a closer, it surely made an impact. This song is the opposite of Last Kiss. Long Live is a purely metaphorical ender to the standard version, inducing confidence, remembrance, and cheers to the future. It is like the story of tonight from Hamilton.
You traded your baseball cap for a crown.
All of the familiarity and sound throughout this album is embedded in this one, fitting to close it with anticipation, grandeur, and sparks.
Tell 'em my name.
Melodies and vocals are in the mix of the greatest. Overall, the song goes well with its elements.
Time of my life with you.
The metaphors and the encouragement of the final is unmatched. One of her strongest closers in general, and to cater to the youth, is widely remarkable.
This love is ours.
Ours is cute. It is a little love song about daily life and not caring about what others say about the love. The love is stronger than these outside forces. The instrumentals are pretty much simple to complement the track. I love her vocals and deliveries, they are cute. The bottom line is that ours is cute. No explanation, expansion needed.
I watch Superman.
Superman is the same level as ours. The singer portrays the role of a presumably Lois Lane character. She awaits the arrival for Superman to love her when he finishes his mission. The instrumentals are Speak Now, coded with rock elements. Her vocals are fine and dandy. Overall, another simple and solid song.
And your electric touch.
Now we get to the vault. There is something about Electric Touch that is so electric. The premise is the start of a date where the two individuals are anxious to see each other and possibly they will be left stranded alone, gaining the feeling of that electric touch to give sparks to eradicate it.
Got a history of stories ending sadly.
This song is possibly and notably all pop rock. I mean, the electric guitar screaming in its position to elevate the progression of the music. This first vault track has one of the most impactful harmonies. Both Taylor and Patrick from Fall Out Boy have the same wavelength of projections, which just leaves me shattered into pieces every time I hear them.
Ghost town up with light. When I want.
This song is great. I did not really pay much attention to it at the first listen. As I listened to it, it continuously grown on me. It is quite reminiscent to the album's original date and maintains nostalgic enchantments in production and in vocals.
When Emma falls in love, it's all on her face.
There is complexity to this vault track. Emma is a character which the singer looks up to and wishes she was her. The woman Emma deals with love in her own ways and is admirable. I like the piano parts of the song. It goes into a little country status as it progresses. Her vocals are still on the storytelling phase, to which suits the song. Not my favorite, but overall it is a good song.
I can see you.
I Can See You is a whole 180 in terms of lyric, pertaining to the suggestive tension towards the secret workplace love, to which this couple continuously get intimate in secrecy, a jarring scandal to keep an eye out for surveillance.
What would you do if they never found us out?
Is also present in the production. The sound feels more pop than anything related to the album, which it did its best to change and become the outlier. Her vocals are quite interesting. Added to the secrecy element, she used distorted modifications to make it feel private. I Can See You is definitely a bop on its own, unexpected and too saucy for a coming-of-age album, but it is what it is.
My castle's crumbling down.
Castle's Crumbling is the only song which delves into the topic of fame, metaphors of the crumbling empire and the equivalent to the hate she got from that time. The instrumentals are quite smooth and it feels dramatic, like sad music where the main character lost it all. The vocals of both Taylor and Hailey are exquisite, although my only complaint is that the featured artist should have more than just a verse. It is a good sad song, but I wish Hailey joined in other parts.
Foolish one, stop checking.
Foolish One is an interesting vault track. It is like an advice to which this girl who cannot stop looking for the confessions of love. Soundwise, it is similar to the previous of Castle's Crumbling, although in a happier note, exchanging from a lament to a bard strumming it out. Her vocals are good in this one. The outro, I think, goes way too long in my opinion. I do admit it is catchy in some aspects. Timeless is a perfect ending to put on Speak Now into function. Getting back to history, Taylor tells a story about a couple growing up together, and the lyrics I would recommend to listen fully on your own time because it is a lot to decipher in just a description. The memories and the timelessness I appreciate. It sticks back to the production of Speak Now. Her voice is also great in this track. I believe Timeless is an ode to the older generation and how the love speaks through their life even in their wiser years. Taylor has spoken, and now it is to commence my concluding thoughts. Overall, I enjoyed listening to this album. The masterful element here is the storytelling and lyricism. Being a solo writer is an easy task for this woman, and to write it on the age of 19 or maybe written in earlier years, the lyrics flow well seamlessly in deliveries and vocals. It really sticks in. Majority of the production is mostly country-centric instrumental with some acoustics. Honestly, shout out to the pop rock sections because it gave me nostalgia of that time period of listening to certain music similar. That element alone caters to teenagers, which also branches to the people in any age. Themes of love, heartbreak, growing older, and my personal favorite are the forgiveness songs. I really get the hype of some fans recognizing this as her greatest album. To continue swiftly, here is my personal and overall album ranking.
Sometimes I wish I was her. I will finally learn my lesson. I'd never grown up, I could still be little. I would have read your love letters every single night. When you come back down, now they're screaming that they hate me. Horrified looks from everyone in the room, and a liar and pathetic and a lonely life, pretty little mind. People throw rocks at things that shine. I'll watch your life in pictures. Time turns flames to embers. Don't you think I was too young? You and I like a fragile line. I see you, baby. She's not a saint and she's not what you think. Time, maybe the stars align. Something that'll haunt you when you're not around. Tell them how the crowds went wild. It's never been mine. Now I'm standing alone in a crowded room, and I held back as I was leaving too soon. That's what I had when you were mine. All the time.
We are now in the music video section. Mine is definitely on the self-explained end when it translates the lyrics into the video. We see Taylor meeting this guy and foreseeing a future with him. There's a mix of flash forwards and flashbacks, which is an interesting delve into the psyche of a girl who experienced the highs and lows of love. Eventually, they had children of their own, and what a wild imagination in just a simple meeting. The point of which, if you really love your partner, you may survive the road work ahead. I sure hope it does. Back to December is kind of what is to be expected from the song itself. There are two perspectives, Taylor and her lover. Her lover walks into a town covered in snow and seemingly thinking about something on his mind. We have Taylor alone in her home, contemplating in regret. In a matter of seconds, the house magically emits snowflakes, and the snow will also fall into the blanket. The snow may be a symbolism of her regret. It came when she thought about him and the memories coming back in a blizzard. I think that element was the most important part of the video and added to the whimsical feel of the visuals. Mean definitely brings forth the theatrics. Here Taylor is performing at the theater and sang it with the band supporting her and the banjo in hand. Three characters are seen to be bullied by other people, which is the central theme of the song itself. They want something more in life whilst blocking out the mean crowd, belittling them. The shots and costuming really set the overall dramatic performance, with Taylor donning past inspired outfits. It is a special one in its own merit. Aesthetically, this video might be my favorite. Academia Taylor is inside the library with the books and dancing between the bookshelves. In a scenario, she wants to talk to this guy, but they awkwardly only exchange with eye contact and Debbie Ryan ear tucks. When they are about to get at close proximity, the crowd inside the library causes chaos and papers are flying everywhere. The background is opposite to the awkward encounter of the two. What a cool concept, and I like the look and presentation of this music video overall. Sparks Fly is mainly a concert recorded one. Visually, it is stunning with the whole spectacle of the Speak Now gaining traction with the crowd. Though I do not like concert videos in general, it feels like something is just there. Maybe there's no time for the artist to record. The visuals, the pyrotechnics, and the costumes are great. I just mostly feel indifferent in these types of videos. Ours is a cute little music video. Taylor goes to work feeling dull and unmotivated. The setting matches her mood perfectly. She then traverses to the office to do daily dull tasks at hand. At a moment, she checks videos of her and her lover together being happy in the simplest of times, keeping her smile in an otherwise contradicting environment. When the clock strikes, she goes to see her lover at the airport and share the big hug as he returns home from the army. It is so sweet, and the simplicity adds to the greatness of this one. The only music video to help promote Taylor's version, I Can See You, presents a secret mission where Taylor is locked inside a huge vault. Two characters from the Mean music video and her ex, Taylor Lautner, came to the rescue, obliterating the memories of the past and fighting off the bad guys. Her direction in this video is a mastermind move. Destroying her haul of outfits and retrieving only the album are sad ways to interpret the making of her own versions. Along with the callback from the cast, it is a well-executed video and has some Easter eggs for the fans to decipher. The music videos in this era are definitely precious. I love the direction and themes of each music video, and while Sparks Fly is on the lower end, it's still convinced with the spectacle. The past videos are more about love and relationships, presenting in real life and daily scenarios, while the album portrayed some elements of magic and wonderment. The magic is showcased through the reality in fashion. The concept is special and it goes through the thread of the album itself. The videos mostly match with their corresponding songs, which proves the reality direction the set of videos are going on. But the I Can See You music video is also cherished as it is underrated, plus a future manifestation of her own version and vision. These videos are undeniably well in execution as one of the treasured ones, like the songwriting and storytelling aspect of this album as a whole. Getting into the aesthetics department, I will discuss both the album covers and their timeline of fits separately. Starting with Speak Now original version, the album cover has its moments of thought. The colors pairing purple and gold symbolizes the royalty and magical element of this album. Pairing with the dress and the sparkles around her, they are vibrant to showcase the symphony of the whole project. Taylor's signature pose here, she side-eyes the audience, maybe encouraging us to speak our truth. It is an intention to be made, though I think some parts of it is kind of okay. For Taylor's version, it mirrors the original. I think this is the only album cover that closely resembles the past. The styling is vastly different, but the posing and the stare remains. The dark background symbolizes more of a sophisticated and mature outlook, different from the original of white, gaining the traction of innocence. In summary, Speak Now original is a princess, and Taylor's version, she is a queen. The Speak Now style philosophy is pretty much on the feminine end. She portrays this character of a princess who is not a damsel in distress, but an adored figure. We have the signature side-swept curly ponytail, the wording on the arm, and a whole lot of glitter, and the variety of dresses in different lengths and in royalty colors. I believe this is the start where Taylor dons the red lips on her personal preference. In Taylor's version, she entrances the style with maturity and grandeur. It is still an ode to the original, but it was upgraded. We have now ball gowns, ballet flowy dresses, and stylish princess curls. She literally looks like a member of the royal court. Now let me show you my top 5 from each, the Speak Now original and Taylor's version. Underrated pick, but there is something about the Story of Us awkward uniform that seems so rebel. I really like it if she went into this bookish and chic look further in this style, or if she sings the song. It is a normal uniform but with the 2000s styling. It is definitely front page on my book. The purple short dress is a bit simple, but it is iconic. It is feminine together with the heels and ponytail. What I like about it, it is giving senior prom, and the equal parts dainty but practical as well. Overall, it is a cute dress in color and structure. Remains to be one of the most iconic dresses in this era. I'm not sure if anyone agrees, but the sparkle fringe looks more fearless than Speak Now. Still, the drama of this outfit really screams the entire vibe of the album. It is old Hollywood flapper core, and I really would like if she added a headdress to somewhat accessorize it. Glamorous, stunning, and cheerful. This dress, while definitely photoshopped, should have more to do with the photo shoot, because this is the definition of elegance. It is vibrant and the filters are projecting a whimsical and majestic feeling. I really would be delusional if this would be a variant of the new Speak Now cover, or back in the day, flowy dresses are the empire that upholds this era's aesthetics. The thing about Wonderstruck is that it is perfect and ties in to what Speak Now is presented in dress format. It is a puffy ball gown with a number of layers of tulle that can swallow in whole. Plus, the embellished details on the bodice grants the much needed refinement. The dress is the peak of elegance and would have been memorable if it were to be a part of the tour or in a music video. Now for Taylor's version, I'm going to include this as the lower part because the significance of this outfit is just an okay execution for the photo shoot. What I can say, it is speaking on springtime, and I love the youthfulness of it with its colors. That's about it. This flowy dress is simple but mature. I think it would be revolutionary for a contemporary dancer type of outfit, and Taylor prancing around the hall. I like the neutrality, and most of the part it is on the calming end. This ballerina outfit is appealing due to its color and styling. It dives also again to youth and pretty much great in fabrics. I do want to see her into standing or ballet poses rather than just sitting down. That is so 1989 core. I do not care which variation, but every single one has something to say in its spark of elegance. These are some of my favorites out of the bunch, but all of the outfits are magical as they are. I believe this collection is proven to be one of her most aesthetically pleasing in her legacy. When I saw this album cover, I immediately admired the dress, the look, the everything. Again, the ruffles on this gives a sense of majestic and sophisticated display. It definitely captures the overall look of Speak Now Taylor's version, and a total upgrade from the original album outfit as well. To close off this era review, here is my final verdict. Themes of this album revolve around speaking your truth, the scenarios and emotions of love, and various personal moments. It feels like an individual's diary or decree open for everyone to decipher. The production of this album has mostly country instrumentals. It also goes into pop rock category to cater to the 2010s youth, straying away mostly in the vault tracks. The strongest elements in Speak Now are the lyrics and vocal deliveries. It has both catchy and meaningful factors in collaborative sensation. Vocally, her range is quite superb even in the original, expresses the much clearer sensation of Taylor's version. The royalty aesthetics are too strong. Imagine being a young yet outspoken princess to a lovely bejeweled queen at the end of the decade to start the golden age. Speak Now is definitely one of fan favorites when Swifties grew with Taylor at that time in her life. It is outstanding to see her evolve vocally and maturely. The coming of age album resonates to anyone who is undergoing it, and at 19 she has that power of sending words of encouragement. It is one of her best lyrically, and the pop rock genre really empowers the youth core. It also empowered me, at least. That is it for this era review, and what do you think about Speak Now Taylor's version? Let me know in the comments below. Do not forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and have a pleasant day.